the 2-thread serger side of this Janome New Home 502 Combi DX. I have it set for the serger mode, and like any serger, you're going to thread the lower side first. So we've got our 2 spool pin cone holders here. It has larger covers and will accommodate any cone that can fit down on the pin here. And the thread needs to go up through the first hole, loop around, and then up through the second hole. And the diagram has it then come behind the hook above this lower tensioner and out and around, and you need to give it a tug so that it pops up behind the check spring on the lower tensioner, goes over the hook next to the lower tensioner, and then down through this lower thread guide, and from the lower thread guide it gets put through the eye on the looper hook. And as you can see, this is much easier with a pair of tweezers. So loop around here, behind the hook, around the tensioner, over the second hook, through this lower guide, and through the looper. The second thread is our needle thread, and it is going to come off of our second spool, up through the first hole, around, up through the second hole, and then we've got the upper tensioner behind this hook, around the upper tensioner, give it a tug to make sure it clicks behind the take-up spring on the upper tensioner, over the hook by the upper tensioner. Then there's a thread guide above the needle bar, thread guide on the needle bar, and then the needle is going to thread from the front to the back. And get in there with our tweezer, pull it out. And then the last thing we need to do is actually pull both of our tails around and out the back, straight back out underneath the foot, so that it will start forming stitches.